out the crowd, my cousin and I make our way back to the rabbit barn with breakfast for the rest of our group awaiting the results. Achieving a trip to the state fair brings all 4-Hers pride. Winning a trip means I will now be showing my livestock on the next level, which will be more serious. Winning grand champion for herdsmanship at the Minnesota State Fair brought a sense of unknown pride to me when I was at my best. I have been showing my rabbits since I was a cloverbud, which means any child showing livestock under the age of 7. Showing rabbits is not difficult. All you really need to do is put your rabbit on a table and step back and pose your rabbit for the judge to see. My preferred breed of rabbits are the floppy-eared ones, specifically Hollenlops. Hollenlops pose in an upright position, all nice and proud, with their ears down. They can be the jaw length or an inch longer. Any other length will be disqualified. They are also really well known for their bulky heads, which was perfect for the rabbit I was showing at the 2022 County Fair. When placing my senior buck, Kemp's, a broken and white and black Hollenlop on the table, I didn't think it would be placing well because it was freshly starting to molt, which means it was patchy and rough looking, but the judge thought otherwise and really loved his head. The county fair is fun and games, but the state fair means you have to focus on your animals and your knowledge about them. There's a couple of requirements needed before you go on to the state fair. You have to take a test to show your knowledge about your animal, fill out some paperwork, and have a meeting with the rest of the people showing rabbits. The meeting is there to establish who's bringing what. The things needed would be dividers for the cages, food and water dishes, clean and dirty shaving bins, and a broom and dustpan. This is all needed for a thing called herdsmanship. Herdsmanship is a thing taken very highly for the Meeker County 4-H people. We achieve purples, which is the highest color that you can achieve for ribbons. And herdsmanship is about keeping not only your rabbit clean, but your area surrounding your rabbit clean. This meeting was the door opening to the time when I was at my best. Some may think 4-Hers leave their livestock in the cages and have no other responsibilities, but that would be false. Herdsmanship is a top priority event. That's where I would place it on my list. But we also have to take time out of our days to give information to the public. So we stand outside our cages, holding our rabbits, answering any questions any of the passerbyers asked. That day, though, I was informed I had a callback for a test that I took prior to coming to the state fair, which meant that I was in a certain percentage being able to go on to the next round for that test. So it was an oral test of knowledge, so I spoke to someone about things about my rabbit and why I was in 4-H, which was an interesting opportunity since none of my sisters were able to do that in past years of showing. After reaching the third day, it is now time to show. I put on my outfit, which consists of jeans and the show shirt that they give to you, and I take my rabbit, put it into the carrier, and bring it up to the designated show table with all the other senior bucks, because that is the class I was showing in. The judge looks at our rabbits, and a couple of us are informed that we got a callback, means we're advancing on to the next round for showing, and after all the rabbits were showed together, then I earned third place for me and my Hollenlop Kemp's. After all the livestock have been returned to their cages, we sweep up the ground and we realize that not everybody has swept up the ground around us, which gave us a step up in the competition because our area looked all nice and tidy. The last day is a very short day. I send my brother and my cousin Jetta to go clean the rabbit cages because it's about 7 a.m. and the clean shavings are closed at 8 a.m. and you don't want to clean your cages after that, otherwise you could get docked points for herdsmanship. Me and my cousin Lexi head to the 4-H building, which is all the way across the fairgrounds, to go get breakfast. So as we're weaving through the crowd, trying to wipe the sleep from our eyes, we head up 2 flights of stairs to the dining area and fill our backpacks with food to bring back to the rest of the group for breakfast to await the results. As we reach the barn again, we sit on the cold bleachers and await the herdsmanship results, and we see the other group members of ours come in. Mrs. Dangwood walks up to us and asks if the results have been posted, but we shake our heads no. We sit around impatiently waiting until someone makes their way to the board. We excitedly walk towards it and we look for our county's name. This result also happened to be the reason why I was at my best that week at the fair. Seeing our names at the top of the list brought us so much joy and satisfaction. We tried our hardest to maintain the cleanliness in our space, so taking a group picture with our giant purple ribbons made the long, boring, hot days so worth it. I felt so much pride from winning champion for herdsmanship at the state fair. I am Zoe Packard. Thank you for listening to the time when I was at my best.